verse on a page, and sometimes break the rules with some melody and some harmony, maybe 4 chords and the truth. But don't make this more than it's meant to be. There's so much more to life, but I sure do like the way it makes me feel tonight. 'Cause this ain't a song that's gonna move the mountains.
Hey everybody, welcome to a rainy afternoon in New Jersey. I'm heading down to a show in southern Jersey, and we're catching some rain right now, but it's supposed to stop by showtime, which will be great. Oh, actually about an hour before showtime, which is even better, so that way folks can drive to the show and not get wet, which is cool. So let's talk about last night. I was in Little Falls, New Jersey. Never played this church before. I took some video of the building itself, kind of a really interesting like late 60s, early 70s architecture. It's really a wild structure because it was kind of a triangle, and the stage was in the center, and it, like when you're standing straight on the stage and you're looking out, you're looking at like the choir booth, and there are pews on either side. It was really weird. I was like, how do I set up in here? Anyway, so it was a really cool night. They'd never done anything like this ever before. I was chatting with the pastor, and he said that normally on a Sunday morning, it's pretty small. They seat like 400 in there, maybe more, but usually they have like 30, maybe 35. And so I think we had a good, at least double that last night. So probably 70 people, 65, 70 people. And a lot of new faces for them in the church, which is super cool. I love being able to do this, where you go into a church small and bring new folks into the church, and just kind of, introduce people to another place to worship at, which is kind of awesome. So, let's see. Drove there, set up. Believe it or not, the room, the ceiling was probably 60 feet high. The room actually sounded really, really good. I was really surprised at how good it sounded. And so I'm chatting with some folks prior to the show. A few people had come down, had seen me at a few other locations, and they were glad. See, this is in northern Jersey, and I don't normally play in northern New Jersey. And so when I do, we usually get a pretty good response with what's going on. So it was great to kind of reconnect with some folks and chat with some folks. There was a guy there who I played in a worship band with years ago. Probably nine or 10 years ago in Morristown, New Jersey. He came out with his wife, and it was cool to reconnect with him. And then I met a girl who, well, I didn't meet her, but she came up after the show and she said, you probably don't remember me, but we worked together years ago at a place called EMI. And I was like, wow, what's your name again? So she told me your name, and I said, of course. And this was like back in probably 96, 97, maybe 98. So it was cool to reconnect with some folks and say hello to some folks. Really nice, kind of powerful night of worship. I think for this type of church, it was a Methodist church. They normally don't have what I brought there on a Sunday morning, which is, again, just really cool to be able to just kind of bring something new into a church, talk to them. I was talking to this guy who was interested in bringing me up to a church in upstate New York. And he said, what's it take to get you up there? And I said, well, you let me know where it is. And so we chatted a little bit about it. And he said, is it worth you coming up? And I said, listen, man, I said, I've done all these bigger venues. It's been great. I said, but I am really just called. I really feel like I'm called to bring what I bring, these quality nights of worship, to these smaller churches. and 50, 100 people in a room coming together for an intimate night of worship that they rarely have at their churches. So, and he said, man, that is great to hear. I love your heart. And so we chatted a little more, and hopefully something will come together for next year. But that's the heart. That's really where God has called me now, and it's been awesome to be able to do this. We got 3 kids sponsored last night. It was so funny. I gave the appeal, and no one responded. No one raised their hand. And then I said, you know what? I'm just going to leave these picture folders right here. And I played Goodness of God, and then 2 people came up and took some picture folders and sponsored some kids. And then after the show, another woman came up and took another one. So, 3 kids, just awesome to see lives change that way. So, and last night was an offering only show. Like, there was no guarantee. So I was just going out, kind of flying by the seat of my pants. And you guys that are members, thank you. You allowed me to do that. And so because of our membership and you guys that support me monthly and are involved in the worship room, we were able to see 3 more kids sponsored last night. So it's all you guys that are members in the worship room. You allowed me to go out. This is why I tell people to join. It allows me to go out, play these shows that normally wouldn't have happened, and see lives change. Not only like 3 kids, awesome, but beyond that, who knows the ripple effect that these nights of worship have with folks and their lives and their hearts and their families and friends and communities, and what it empowers them to do. It's just really awesome. So you guys that are members over at the worship room, thank you. If you're not a member, become a member. Join us as we continue to push the message and the hope of Jesus out into the Northeast and beyond. It's just awesome. Just go to jointheworshiproom.com and you can get involved with our membership there. Okay, thanks. I'm going to keep driving, and I will see you guys on the next one. Head over to jointheworshiproom.com to get involved, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care.
Take the moment, I'll give you what you need.